I'll let you all in on a little secret. There's one thing I absolutely despise when it comes to chrome balers. There is nothing more that I hate. And when I say hate, I know hate's a very strong word, but I hate this thing more than anything on this thing. And that's this worthless piece of shit. And I say that with all due respect. Parts book. I've been going over this parts book one page at a time. One page at a time, looking for... Hold on a second. I'm going to piss this thing off because I can. Okay. Alright. So, this parts book has got to be the most worthless, useless, nonsensical piece of shit you ever, and I mean ever want to go through. So they all come with a parts book. Now, there is a header drive on this thing. I'm going to flip it around because there's two of them laying on the floor. Right there. Let's see. Can you see it? It's right there. Goddamn camera. There's one there. There's one right there. That's a ratchet clutch for the pickup on this machine. So when you go to this book, the language in it, they don't start with... So you go to John Deere, it has sections. You go to Krone, it's like somebody took a shit on paper. Y'all ready to have some shop fun? You know what shop fun is? Shop fun is when you do things you're not supposed to do, right? I do things that I'm not supposed to do all the time. I do it all the time. As of lately, over the course of a few years, I haven't been showing everything that I do online for a couple of good reasons. I can't mention those reasons, but there's a lot of things that I do in this world that just bug the ever-loving shit out of people, right? So, what do you do when you're bugging the ever-loving shit out of people? Well, here, let's do this. I'm trying to set this thing up so y'all can see what I'm doing without me making a mess of my camera. So, here's the thing. I have these clutches, right? I'm going to show this, and I'd like it to be a little bit... You see that? There's a hole there. That hole ain't supposed to be there. And these clutches have these grease zerks in them. These are expensive. These are like... They used to be about $450. Then they went to $900. And they came back down to about $600. No matter what, they're stupid expensive, right? Stupid expensive. So what I'm going to do, and you're going to witness this because I'm going to do it in front of the camera, and you can see if this thing cracks me in the face or not. There's a way to take this apart. This is a cylinder that has a whole bunch of springs and shit in it with little clutch gizmos. So this one here, this clutch here, which isn't that old, this one here, it's not that old. It has no broken anything in it, but inside the splines, it had risen up on the splines on the gearbox, and it caused me to have a problem. That problem was quite simple. Let's see. It rose up, and it wore them funny. Not funny haha, funny queer if you know the movie. So it wore them funny, and so the clutch itself is in good shape, but the barrel is no good. This barrel is good because I, at some point, drilled a hole in that son-of-a-bitch, and I ran a set screw down in there, which in turn kept that screw where it belonged. And the set screw is still in there. So I set the set screw down in there, and then it wouldn't move up on the shaft. The problem is, it then, after using it correctly or incorrectly or however it was used, it came apart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end out of that thing, And I'm going to, there's a retaining ring in there, which sometimes can be really, really, really dangerous to deal with. But I'm going to take that retaining ring out of that barrel, and we're going to pull it out somehow, if I can. I'm going to pull it out, and all the springs and little giblet gizmos are going to want to try and fly out and kill me. So let me angle this thing down a little bit, and maybe you can see what I am or am not going to do. Yeah, so they do turn. I don't know, I think this one's actually broken, right? Found another pair of hands, did I not?
Yeah.
Hold on to that, push down on it.
Good?
No.
Oh. What? Baby bird.
Alright, this is a pain in the ass. I don't know if we're going to figure this out or not. I need to do this twice, and this is going to be the easy one. We got a split in this, right? Hold on here. Let me pound your ass down in there, like so. Ready? Hold on to it just for austerity's sake, right? Nope, that ain't gonna work. Damn it. You can hold that because it's gonna fall off if you don't. Shit. Now let's see if I can get it over the crack. And if I get one of them out, I don't even know if it's gonna work because these things are like $1,000 and I can't. We just don't have the money for this shit anymore. Pretty ridiculous when you can't even get paid from the company you sell your damn hay to. Shit pisses me off. Alright, here. I am trying to repair a part. Yeah, repair it. Haha. Come on, bitch. Get your ass down in there. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm sure somewhere there's a tool.
Wow.
I'm sure somewhere there's a tool for this thing. Alright? Oh.
Yep.
So that thing wants
Snap
to...
it.
Well, no, it's out.
Okay.
Next. The other thing is, the other barrel doesn't have a crack in it. That's the whole point.
Oh,
is I got a bad barrel on this one. Give it some language. Ow. You know what? Let's do this. So, all I need to do is catch those buttons, right? You know what? Don't get old, don't go blind. That's all I can say. What do you think, dear? Nope, that ain't gonna work. Need a bigger screwdriver. Oh. What the hell's calling me? Yeah, I know who that is. I'll talk to him.
Who was it?
Do I want to put that online?
Oh, no.
I think so.
Okay.
What do we got here? Okay. There's little buttons, see? And they're dry as a fucking bone. Ooh.
Oh, you lost one.
I didn't lose anything. Okay. Broken springs. Broken springs. Is there double buttons in there? Double? Oh, there's supposed to be double springs in that thing. Is there still another spring in there? Probably it was. Oh, where'd it go? It's supposed to be 2 springs. Should have kept on with what I was doing, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Probably William crashed.
Well, here's another one with double. How much you want to bet that we're missing double?
Spring.
The inside springs have chewed apart. Yeah, that one's no good. Well, I got a feeling we're going to be replacing the whole damn thing. I found it hard to believe that.
It's cracked too.
Well, I know that. I'm trying to get this out. I'm not worried about that. This one's good. See?
Okay.
But inside there, it's not. So I gotta take this off, put that in there. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're coming out.
That's what she said.
There's more. There's more. There's more thing.
Yeah, more tings.
More. You know what?
Oh, there's more tings in there. I have not called Messick's yet on this thing, so I don't know if they've got it.
I bet you they do.
I bet they do too. I don't want to spend $4,900,000 on this shitting thing.
There's 3 coming out right there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of these things. Weird, there's no rhyme or reason, but some of them have double springs, some of them do not.
So that was the problem with my baler?
Hey, there's more than one problem with your baler.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, God. Are we going to be able to get this out of there? Yep.
Hooray.
Okay.
That's cool. There's 4 in there, huh?
Apparently. We didn't die. I was a little worried about dying.
For what?
Well, these things come out of there helling. It's weird. There's no rhyme or reason. So, like, there's a couple of them that have. Is the barrel. I've made this little bucket out of an old tub of towels. Are you paying attention?
Yes, I am.
You can see through. I can put this over the top of this, right?
Yes.
And then that should keep it from smacking me in the damn face. I was hoping. And it should catch them all as they come out. Let's see. All right, it's coming. Let's see what comes out first. The barrel or the...
Oops. 1 came off. That one.
That dirty, rotten, no good son of a ding-dong. More than one. Where are you putting them in that? It's got a hole.
Yeah, I forgot about your hole.
That's what she said. Forgot about the hole. Mom. So, I'm pretty much convinced that this thing has every few. It has a, yeah. My gloves are just... Okay. Oh. That's your little spick kike. That's what Joe used to call I had a friend who was German and Spanish mix. And we called him a spick kike. Remember that?
Nope.
Yeah, that hurt. Okay.
You go, Hercules.
I think anybody's got to do a Hercules show.
Oh, there it is.
That's what she said. There it is. Okay. This is how you save money.
Save money, live better? Or is it a Walmart commercial?
I don't know about saving money and living better, but farming's a trick and a half.
Wow.
May as well. Right? Mine as well is from the alternate. I didn't get that. Could you do that again? Come on, shake it. Shake it. All right, so...
Oh, you know I'm a pole dancer, didn't you know?
Yeah, you were a pole dancer in another life, weren't you? I don't think so. You know what? Actually, if you were a pole dancer, I probably wouldn't have married you. Where the hell are those gloves that I just had?
I don't know. You took it apart. You're full of grease. Remember?
No. No. There's a box of gloves. I just had a brand new box of gloves. I didn't open them, they were open. William, did you take the gloves from over here?
That was the one. It was open. See?
I just opened it. Just now. There was not a whatever. You know, my level of frustration right now is about there. Did you know that? For a couple of reasons. You know that?
Cow magnets?
Cow magnets. So you grab a cow magnet and then you can pull these out. Huh. Did you know that cow magnets are used for more than just cows? There's probably people out there that are like, what the hell is a cow magnet? This is a cow magnet. Why would you use a cow magnet, or what is a cow magnet used for? Is that the next question that I would be asked?
Yeah.
Okay. Cow magnet. So a cow magnet, you know what? There's springs in there. Cool. Cow magnets are used when a cow eats metal. Yeah, right.
Why would a cow eat metal? They usually eat grass.
Well, they do. But cows are retained in their fences with barbed wire fence or high tensile wire fence. Farmers mow around these fence lines, and cows have a tendency to, pick things up like in their mouth. And
Let me move on this side. I can see better.
Bad stuff going there. So anyway, cow magnet. So when you're baling hay or whatever, if you hit that fence or any kind of metal, a broken tine from a baler, or a broken tine from wow, that one's in there. Any sort of broken tine, it gets baled up in the hay, right? And then the cow eats it. Or you're chopping corn silage or haylage or something, and there's something goes, you hit a fence post or fence or whatever, and chops that wire up or whatever it is. Cow doesn't know that it's eating it.
So how do you make a cow eat that magnet?
Well, you coat it in molasses and say, here, cooey, 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 cooey. No, you take this thing, you put it in what's called a pill gun. You get up behind that cow, take your fingers, get it in her mouth, raise her head up, and she'll naturally open up. If you tilt your head back, your mouth wants to open up.
Yeah.
Same with a cow. So you do that, and she's like, stuff the pill gun down her throat as far as you can get it, and then down it goes. And this sits in her stomach, and it collects all the metal, and it lays flat against the magnet. All right. So a cow's heart is real close to its stomach, and it actually will poke through the stomach and into the heart. We had that happen years ago. I forget what her number was, but we ate her because she died walking in the barn. Just died. Just fell over dead. Like, what the heck? Cow died. So anyway, yeah.
So they ended up shitting it, the whole thing?
No, this always stays in their gut.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, your stomach is nothing but acid. So what happens in acid with metal? It rots away.
Yeah.
Ferrous stuff. Now, if it's stainless steel or galvanized, might even be a little bit of an issue, but for the most part, yeah, it just lays in their stomach. We've already killed cows to eat. Old cow or whatever. You need beef. Farmers, dairy farmers. We're not going to go and dairy farmers not going to go and raise a regular beef cow. They're just going to take the old cow, old Bessie, out of the lineup, and she didn't breed back or something, and there you go. And I remember hanging a cow up, gutting her out, and sure enough, there's 4 or 5 magnets in her.
4 or 5, that's a lot.
Yeah, well, you take that over the lifetime of a cow. I mean, a cow, and the average life of a cow in a dairy barn used to be, we've had them 16 years in a barn. They live.
They produce milk at that stage too, or
Well,
no?
you breed them, as long as they're breeding back and they're well maintained and well cared for, 12, 14, 16 years. I think to our downfall in the dairy business, we did keep the cows in the barn too long.
Yeah.
But my dad, my grandmother, you become attached to these animals. As much. Yeah.
Why?
What? Oh, a plethora of reasons, I guess. One reason is I don't have enough what do I call it? Room. Oh, you're recording too much. Try to get this right. Perseverance. So yes, I just got it in. That's right.
So one at a time then.
All the time.
Cool. And the next. Awesome. Oh, cool.
I'm sure there's a few guys that were yelling at their computer screen, get a hose clamp! There's something wrong with this one.
Well, how will you know if there's a wrong with it?
It's not going in the way it's supposed to.
Oh.
Tell, look at it.
Well, these two are twisted too. I just scored them up.
Twisted his phone.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Let's see. We go ahead and get the next one. This stuff is such deep grease. You gotta go check that corn. I gotta see what I gotta do with it. I know I have to call them. I can't do anything until my birthday because of the holiday.
4th of July, we're probably gonna be raking and baling on the next day.
I don't know. I'll be bailing tomorrow. Because I'm getting this thing put together, right?
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. Oops. So biting. Had a spider crawling on me earlier.
Charro spider?
No, a little green bastard. I don't like spiders at all, but like people are saying, that ain't gonna work. You just wasted your whole day.
Hooray! We're in or we're out? We're in, baby.
Well, sometimes you just gotta do these things, and I think these are, yeah, it's funny. I stopped making videos like this because people, how much of this can you see? You know, maybe it's not that I stopped doing things like this. It's just I stopped videotaping them. I just get so engrossed in what I'm doing, and I put the camera down anyway because, yeah, Google doesn't want this channel to succeed. They released a memo, basically well, it was a letter to creators that they're going to be phasing out older channels. They're just not going to promote the older channels to make room for the new guys. And,
Really?
yeah, it's terrible. It's really kind of crappy because, you know, there's a lot of people out here, including myself. I got a lot invested in this, you know, and there's a lot of people that are invested in watching this nonsense, right?
Yeah.
And this is
So they're gonna try to add more people. They want to encourage more
new.
New
They want to encourage new people
people to do YouTube.
to do YouTube. Not
So the older one gets like.
yeah, we're bumped down the algorithm to the point. I have actually recently had some people that have commented that, hey, I'm new to the channel. I can't believe this guy's out here. I've never seen him before. I've been on here for 15 years, right? 2008.
Oh, 16 years. I came in
Almost
2009.
Yeah, I've been here for a year longer than you. And it's fine. You know, I'll just keep doing
Now,
what I
when
do.
did you start YouTube?
2008.
No.
Yes. 2008. 2008. 2009. I had only put a couple of cell phone videos up. They were cell phone. They were
Empty again.
cocksuckers put it away empty again. Ain't nothing pisses me off more than that. You know that? It's like, yeah.
I know. That pisses me off too every time. It's like, what the heck?
Well,
As my lock is like empty all the time.
well, this one here. Huh. Oh, maybe not. I'll have to go up and get some tubes of grease because apparently. Oh. No. Oh, I had it. This is the 338. This is actually designed for kingpins and stuff. This is far from a kingpin. But it is a moly-based grease. Moly synthetic ultra supreme 238. 274. Oh, that was another thing I hate about these things, right? You get it all together and you pull a little cap. My favorite thing to do in this whole world is to pop the tops on a grease thing, and then you go to put it in there. And just as you start sliding it in,
That's what he said.
it pops its cork, and it goes flying all over the place. You sick little shit.
You sick little shit talking like that.
I wasn't talking dirty. You were.
I only said that's what he said.
That's what she said. Yeah, just as you're sliding it in, it just pops out and grease goes everywhere. I can't believe it. That is no way. There's a reservoir in the bottom of that thing. Did you know that? And that's the problem with these things. There should be a hole in the middle of that thing that allows that grease to go into
the right.
Here, I'll show you what I mean on the old one. So, it runs on grease, right? It runs on grease. This is a grease reservoir down in the center of this thing, right?
Yeah.
So that grease has to go down and up.
Right.
It's coming up a lot easier than it's going down and around.
Yeah.
So, if I'd have knew it before I put it all back. Oh, you want to tear it apart again?
No.
Oh, I would have just drilled a hole in the end of this. And then that would have allowed the grease to go in and into the center of the reservoir. And as it spins, it would allow it to come out. Instead of just sit down there and then have to be forced in and forced out. Stupid. It's stupid. So, anyway, we actually have made this thing better than what I have on there. The one that I have on there is cracked and broken just like the one that we just tore apart to make this thing work. And I'm not happy. I still want to put more grease in there even though it wants to come up. Yeah. I mean, if it would go down as much as it's coming up, which I don't think it is. Anyway, yeah, there you go. So that's that. We got it, right?
Yep.